the last 10 years, the music industry has completely changed. With the dominance of affordable computers and the internet in today's society, consumers now have access to music whenever and wherever they want. Add to this the introduction of the MP3 player, which has made free file sharing possible, and the result has been that consumers have more choice at a cheaper price, if not for free. Unfortunately, a slightly adversarial relationship has developed between the consumer, the music industry, and the artists it represents. An estimated 95% of music downloads are pirated, with a $3.7 billion annual revenue loss in the United States. Piracy is one of the biggest threats to the music industry today. What are the implications of this for the industry and for musicians? To accompany our research in this section, questionnaires were sent to several music fans, musicians, and music industry professionals. For many, life would not be enjoyable without music. Music fans today are torn between supporting artists and easily accessing all the shareable music they want instantly for free. Sites such as Songza, Spotify, and Pandora are music-aggravating websites that provide what is known as music at a freemium, where basic services are provided for free, but premiums are charged for enhanced services. Of the music fans surveyed in our research, most pay between $10 to $40 a month on music, attend major concerts 1 to 5 times per year, and support smaller indie shows anywhere from bi-weekly to 15 times per year to not at all. All questionnaire participants were in agreement that artists should be paid for their work, though this was not always reflected in their music acquisition practices, in favor of accessing music right away and for free. From the artist's perspective, there has been an incredible period of adaptation where musicians have essentially taken charge of their own careers. No longer do independent musicians strive to seek representation. Rather, they forge their own way, recording music on home recording devices, use Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and websites for self-promotion, and they focus on touring. Songwriters get what is called mechanical royalties, or 9 cents per song. And singers get what is known as performance royalties, usually 12 to 18% of an album when connected to a major label. Websites such as Spotify, Songza, and Pandora are not well liked by the musicians who completed our questionnaires because they either pay too little in royalties or they pay directly to the recording companies, and the artists and writers see very little of the payment. Artists are hoping that governments and society learn to come together to support their work. As one musician in our questionnaire stated, "The onus is on all of us to support the creators of the goods, services, and artistic creations that we all want in our lives. That means support by paying for what we want to consume, period," end quote. From the industry standpoint, Wallace 2012 states, "With piracy reducing their profits, the local music industries have less money to invest and have compensated by curbing efforts to recruit new talent. New artists are finding it more and more difficult to establish lucrative live careers or develop a fan base. The result has been a decline in local culture as musicians gradually make less," end quote. It would be fair to say that everyone is making a bit less. Currently, there are 4 major labels that control music sales and distribution: Universal, Sony, BMI, and Time Warner. Consensus is that digital music is here to stay and mobility will be the name of the game. Some foresee the music industry as leaving behind these major companies in lieu of phone companies controlling music distribution, where additional monthly rates would be added on for consumers and customers would receive access to millions of songs, negating the need for iTunes altogether.
In grayer places.
To illustrate how technology has affected an independent or indie musician, we have chosen to profile the career of Brooke Miller. Brooke is a Canadian singer-songwriter and guitarist who has been in the music industry full-time for the last 10 years. An exceptionally talented musician, Brooke has recorded and released 4 albums, a number of singles, received awards and nominations for songwriting, and has toured across the UK, mainland Europe, Japan, Russia, and all over North America with her husband, guitarist Don Ross. Brooke has recorded her albums both in studio and at home with her husband, who is also a producer and engineer. This current at-home technology saves artists money and time, but the overall recording quality can be compromised. Sharing management and promotion with hired help, today's musician must cultivate the social media angle. Miller is often so busy with these various aspects needed to manage her career that she is unable to get quality writing time. Brooke maintains a professional website, Facebook page, and Twitter account, in addition to emailing regular newsletters. She also promotes her music through a YouTube channel by posting videos of her songs. The videos Brooke has created range from $800 for the video playing here to about $6,000 for this more complex set. This money comes from her performance and record sales, which have unfortunately dropped considerably due to piracy. Brooke has taken advantage of iTunes as an avenue to ensure her music is available to the public, and she sells CDs when on tour, although according to her husband, CD sales are down about 75% off stage due to both online sales and music piracy. Big music label stars can rely on high ticket sales and brand sponsorship, amongst other things, to supplement their careers. It is indie musicians who are most affected by music piracy. For musicians who do aspire to be discovered, technology has increased this potential exponentially. With the advent of 2.0 and sites such as Facebook and YouTube, the opportunity to get music into the public sphere has expanded far beyond what previous generations could ever have imagined. The rise of international superstar Justin Bieber is one of the most well-known examples of technology's contribution to finding talent. Scooter Braun, a talent scout and music industry executive, made a, quote, 9-figure misclick, unquote, when he was conducting research for Akon on YouTube and stumbled upon one of Bieber's videos. Braun tracked Justin down and flew Bieber and his mom to Atlanta to sing for both he and Usher. They promptly signed him to their label, and Braun became his manager. Bieber says, "Social media helped launch my career. Without the internet and without YouTube, I wouldn't have gotten the chance to put my music out there and have people hear it," end quote. Grayson Chance was an internet singing sensation when he came to the attention of popular U.S. talk show host Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen owns a recording company called 1111 that utilizes social media to look for unknown talent. Savannah Robinson is another singer signed to Ellen with a similar story. In this video, she is performing with her idol, Jennifer Hudson, on The Ellen Show. This is Michael Hendrickson from Seattle. Fresh from college with a degree in public relations and $40,000 in debt, Hendrickson wanted to do something to kickstart his PR career. A friend suggested he get Billy Idol to play at his birthday party, and Hendrickson took up the challenge, developing a dedicated website for the cause, getting celebrity endorsements, and holding charity concerts in which his own band played to raise money for the Red Cross. After 2 years of campaigning, Hendrickson did indeed get Billy Idol to play at his birthday party on October 26, 2012. Technology made this possible by allowing him the opportunity to develop, build, and foster the momentum of the event. It is remarkable to realize the effect that technology has had on music in a relatively short period, and, as with other areas, those effects have been both positive and negative. It is fascinating to contemplate, although impossible to predict, how it will continue to change as technology advances and gets more sophisticated. What does the future hold for artists like Brooke? And what will it mean for the music business and the consumer? Individuals have more influence in this domain and its direction than ever before. Technology puts the power into the hands of the individual artist to direct his or her career, but paradoxically, that power takes time away from making music. It also makes music available to the listener anytime, anywhere, at little or no cost. While there may be a justifiable concern that the interests of the stakeholders are at polar opposites, there can be absolute certainty that music, as natural to humans as breathing, will never cease to exist, even if it ends up looking very different than we could ever imagine.